Good morning, and thank you for joining this presentation of Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering at the University of Maribor. My name is Zorka Novak-Pintaric. I am professor at this faculty and also Vice Dean for Education. Young people often take life as an experiment, and I think this is great. On the other side, chemistry and chemical engineering are full of experiment. We like to say that chemistry is a science and chemical engineering changes the world. Well, Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering offers studies from all three Bologna cycles, from the first cycle that lasts 3 years, then through the second cycle that lasts 2 years, and finally to the third cycle, doctorate studies that last 4 years. Let me start at the first level. First cycle offers 3 study programs. This is University Program Chemical Engineering, Higher Professional Program Chemical Technology, and University Program Chemistry. All these 3 study programs lead to bachelor degree. The diplomat can go into the employment, into the factories, but also they could proceed their studies to the master level, where we have 2 study programs, chemical engineering and chemistry, with several options and specific study fields, leading to master degree. And then finally, these master students could then proceed to the doctoral studies, which is very research oriented, either in field of chemistry or chemical engineering. Together with the Faculty of Science and Mathematics, we also perform the study program subject teacher with option educational chemistry that leads to the master professor of chemistry. Studying chemistry and chemical engineering will not offer you just this traditional knowledge, but will prepare you for the challenges of the 21st century. So at our curriculum, there is a lot of contents of biochemistry and biochemical engineering, then nanochemistry and nanoengineering, a lot of subjects of pharmacy, health, food, and water, advanced functional materials, products and energy from renewables and waste, sustainable processes, and circular economy. All these subjects are also involved in our research, and our faculty is very well known on our research results. The most important question, where will you get jobs? Well, the employment opportunities for our graduates are really very wide. They can find the job in chemical and pharmaceutical companies, in rubber industry, energy companies, pulp and paper, environmental protection, metallurgical industry, in textile industry, food and beverage industry, but also in research, education, inspections, customs, and other state authorities. I could tell you that our graduates find jobs very quickly, and the most important chemical and pharmaceutical companies in Slovenia and abroad have very large needs on our graduates. Well, we offer the knowledge that enable our graduates to perform the whole supply chain from material development, material characterization, then unit process development. We also have the subjects in process modeling and control, advanced data analysis and optimization, and sustainability assessment with assessing economics, environment, and social impacts of our products and processes. If you are interested for the first cycle study programs, for example, chemical engineering and chemistry, here is a rough description of the curriculum. So in the first subject, both university programs would have a lot of common subjects, a lot of mathematics, physics, general and inorganic chemistry, analytical chemistry, also some computer science and programming. but there will be also a few subjects typical for engineers, like process equipment and process balances. And for chemists, they will have more additional subjects in general and inorganic chemistry, and also some chemical calculations. In second year, there is also the mathematics and physical, organic chemistry and materials, the common subjects, and there is a lot more subjects that are specific for chemical engineers, for example, transfer subjects like fluid mechanics, heat and mass transfer, and also some chemical engineering subjects like separation processes. In other side, chemical program, there will be specific subjects like metrology in chemistry, nanochemistry, and a lot of elective subjects. In the third year, there are only few common subjects for both programs. Thermodynamics and reaction engineering are example of this. And there are a lot of specific subjects from discipline of chemical engineering, but also from process system engineering, like process dynamics, process optimization. There is also biochemistry, biochemical engineering, and a lot of elective subjects. On the other side, our chemistry students will hear a lot of organic synthesis, organic analysis, environmental chemistry, polymer chemistry, but also a few engineering subjects. What I would like to emphasize is also that each of our students conclude the first cycle curriculum with independent diploma thesis, which is very much research-oriented. Students participate in some projects performing their diploma thesis, and this is independent work, which is then concluded with defense of the thesis. Maybe it is very interesting for our students and candidates for studies that almost 50% of contact hours the student are present in laboratory, either with experiments or also in computer lab, where they perform some programming, some process simulation, and optimization. We have a lot of industrial projects and excursions. University programs have elective subject, industrial project, which is a kind of industrial internship in duration of approximately 1 month, that students are then present in factory where they teach some practical competences. Also, a few excursions are performed each year. Just in this week, a few days ago, our students were in the excursion in local brewery. If there are some candidates for the master level or PhD level, just short information that master second cycle study of chemical engineering has a lot of advanced subjects in process system engineering, very much computer aided, which means there is a lot of computer programs, computer optimization, and so on. You can choose between 2 options, chemical engineering and biochemical engineering. There is a lot of elective subjects on the master level. We have obligatory industrial placement in industry. And it is concluded with master thesis, which lasts for half year for preparation. It's much more advanced than the bachelor thesis. So many students perform some scientific publication within their master thesis. The master program in chemistry has a lot of advanced subjects in various types of chemistry. We have also molecular biology, molecular genetics, advanced courses in chemometrics and molecular modeling, and similar as chemical engineers, they have obligatory practical placement in industry and master thesis. For PhD studies, if there is a candidate, this is completely research-oriented, a lot of individual research work, of course, under the supervision of a supervisor, which is determined at the beginning of the studies, and support the student through whole studies there is a lot of publications, conference presentations, and the minimum 2 publications in the journals with impact factor needs to be published. But don't worry, our students published a lot more usually during their PhD studies. And the studies concludes with PhD dissertation defense. Our faculty is a small one. We have around 450 enrolled students at all 3 levels and around 100 graduates each year at all 3 levels. You can see how happy faces they have after this promotion. It's really a very good achievement because this achievement, this education allows them to get very good position in the industry, starting with in some production process, and then in let's say 10 years, many of our graduates is promoted in some very important jobs in the industry. They are also director, managers, and so on. I would like to emphasize that our faculty acquired very modern equipment in the last few or 3 years in the amount of more than 6 million euros. You can see some part of this equipment here, and students, especially second and third cycle students, are involved in the research on this advanced equipment. But along the studies, student needs also to have some entertainment. There is a lot of leisure activities organized at our faculty in sports, culture, student projects. A few weeks ago, our students participated at so-called Tehnologijada, I think in Krupan in Serbia, and they bring a lot of good results in sports then to home. I would like to emphasize that Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering at the University of Maribor is very successful and faculty and known in worldwide scale. We published articles in journals with very high impact factors. We have well-established cooperation with industry where students are involved in projects. These are very well-known pharmaceutical companies as Krka, Lek, or Sandoz, Novartis. Also international companies like BASF. We have a lot of national and international projects that allows us very stable financing. And as I said several times, students are involved in these projects. Our professors are members of European Federation of Chemical Engineering. We are also participate in FEANI. We have accredited engineering programs in FEANI Association. We are editors of many prominent international scientific journals, and our graduates are recipients of numerous awards. So to conclude my short presentation, Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering is an excellent institution in education, research and development, but also in cooperation with industry and international cooperation. So you will be very welcome as a student at our faculty. So on my last slide, I have some contact details. This is our address, and this is our internet pages. This is of the Central University of Maribor. Just follow the link, international students. Maybe I can share this, this link and show you where you can find this link, international students, and here you will find a lot of information about matriculations, so when are application deadlines, how to apply for the position, which study programs are available. You will be able to read the content of each individual subject and so on. So this is our email of our Students Affairs office. Just write to this email and we will answer your questions. And also you can follow us on Facebook. And for today's presentation, if you have any question, you can put it into the application that you follow, and I will be glad to answer your question. So thank you very much and welcome at our Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering in Maribor.